This is where I am storing all my veg that requires a dry environment. So in a shed or anything, they can get damp in there just from the low temperature overnight and then warming up during the day, and so they're better off indoors. So this is where I'm storing them at the moment, but you have to keep checking them. I've got some sunflower heads drying. I've also got some beans drying. Yeah. Here is tomatoes from my medium greenhouse, and as you can see they are ripening and they are not in direct sunlight because you don't need direct sunlight on tomatoes. But there's none fully ripened here, so that's alright. And the same with that. So I've got 4 trays. I've also got a load in the freezer that ripened. But now this bottom tray is a barreled in the other trays, so some are ripening. So I'll sort them out now. This is a bowl of tomatoes that have ripened, so I'll wash them off, because I don't bother washing them off when I put them in the mushroom trays. And these are brilliant because with all the holes in them, it allows airflow round. You can put a layer and a bit of tomatoes, or in my case things that are drying as well, so it allows airflow round them without squashing them. And you can stack them high, so if you haven't got much room to lay them out, then you can stack them. But I've got pumpkins here, and there's a shed load of those. But let's go through this lot first. Just move them off a bit. Oh, they're heavy. So basically now what I'm doing is just going through. I mean, a lot of the peels will come off these onions, go on my table, but I'll clean them off. And just checking that they're alright. That one didn't look well, but it's alright. And these are small onions, so I'm going through them at the moment, and when I've gone through them, before they start to go off, rot, I'll chop them all up and freeze them. But I don't see the point in doing that at the moment. I'll just store them up here. Let me just get rid of this lot. So now I've had a little check, there's nothing going off in there, so they can go back, and that's where they're being stored. So let's put some more pumpkins around them. I put the smaller pumpkins on top of them. Well, these are called Casparita, and I grew a shed load of them. The skin is very, very hard on them. So I'm not sure if I'll be growing these next year. But as you can see, I've got pumpkins, and I've used a lot already, because I challenged myself the other week to feed me and Lurch for a week on mainly garden produce. These are cherry tomatoes, and I'll just take them in the kitchen and I'll go through and wash them. Right, see if I can do this, check it all without having to take the top off. Oh, that's a big one. Well, this tray off, not the top. This variety is called Honey Bear, and they do taste nice, very nice actually. I've had one. This is Crown Prince, and I have had one, but it's got a honey bear with it as well. Whoa. This, I think everybody knows, is a butternut squash, and I've never been able to grow them bigger than little tiny things which weren't mature or anything. These are, and these just need storing indoors, same as the other pumpkins and winter squash. This is two varieties of Turk's Turban. That's the orange variety, and this isn't Turk's Turban at all. I don't know what variety that is. Yeah, that's another Turk's Turban. A small Crown Prince and a smaller butternut. In here I have larger onions, and you can tell by the size they're the larger onions, which will store for longer and better than the small onions we saw up here. In here is sort of medium-sized onions, and I'm just, oh, that's a little teeny one, it's in the wrong place, and they will store better than the little ones, but these little ones are brilliant if you want like a cheese and onion sandwich. They're just enough for one sandwich. That's a medium size. Down here I have my garlic. This is what's left. These I've left them long so I can differentiate them. These are what's left of my elephant garlic. For some reason I had a little teeny one, but the rest, that's what's left of them, because the rest are being planted in my little greenhouse. These are all softneck garlic, and they will be planted up in my medium or large or both greenhouses, which I haven't yet sorted ready for winter, but there's time for them yet. And then whatever's left I will chop up and freeze into like little pots, and that's me. And there are some beans in here that are actually fully dry, so pull them all out. because what I do with raw beans, these beans and peas and things like that, I'll sit and watch a film or something on TV and sell loads of them. So right, now that's empty, but I have got more. Went out during the week and I've been sorting the garden ready for winter. These are the last 2 apples from the tree, so they'll get eaten or baked in a pie. And the runner beans I've got, I want to use the seeds from, because you need bean seeds, and that's what these are for. Like, use them in, these are blotty beans, and I'll use them like you would do pinto beans or anything like that. So they can go in there and dry out. And I think I'll swap these around, because this week I'm doing I've already gone through some of the seeds and got seeds heads off them. They are on there for me to do this week. Put these beans all in here, and then, as I say, I can get them and do a shelling night. And on the top one, yes, they're dusty and dirty. I use them in the garden, these mushroom trays. I use them for harvesting things. I use them all the time. So let's load things back again. It's a bit of a pain doing all this, but it means that you're feeling your produce all the time to see in case it's going soft or anything else. So I'll just put all these back now. Because you can't save storing pumpkins on top of pumpkins, because they've got a very hard skin, as you know if you've ever tried to cut into one. It's, oh no, one left. So this is what I'm doing. Every few days I'll go through the trays of tomatoes, and about once a week, something like that, I'll go through the whole lot as I've just done. But now I'll clean my table off. Oh yes, another thing. try not to hold them by the stalk, hold them by the sides, because if the stalk comes off they won't store as well. Because hopefully I'm still going to be going through these come Christmas time, and what is left over then I will actually preserve up. So thank you, bye.